We really need to keep on top of what new trends are occurring in our young people so that they're not strangers to us. The program has started back in 2003, so this is our 5th year.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's not what. Get your hands off. And we have to find out what's going on. We have to investigate.
Interacting with young people, we get to understand them better. And we also have a forum for explaining what we do.
We feel it's very hard to teach our youngsters in the municipality what the police do for the municipality, how important their job is.
When I come up to somebody and his hand's in his pocket like that, I want to be in control.
Just enrolling in a program, I believe, is a major step forward for all of these youngsters.
We expose them to public safety and to career opportunities.
And you don't know how many future police officers we build that are running this academy.
Also, this year we added with the Coast Guard.
So you got your steering wheel, you got your 2 throttles.
I think that they're going to learn something that they didn't know before they went into the program, and they're going to do it in a fun way.
And it builds them into young adults.
This is where your training and experience comes in.
Everybody from here, back, from here, back, over there, and get ready for push-ups. Because since all of you have enough energy to be yapping all day, maybe I haven't exerted you enough. So everybody, as I just said, go on the side and get ready for push-ups now. A lot of time the discipline is not there. I think kids need to learn limitations and boundaries. And it's a way of teaching our children limitations and boundaries. You keep talking when you're asked not to talk, so we're going to do push-ups all day. All of you, over here. Listen to me. It's not very difficult. I'm going to explain something to you, and I'm going to explain it one time. There's a time to play and a place for everything in life. When you're in school, it's time to study. At work, it's work. This is not a time for you to chill out. This is not a time for you to hang out. It's not time for you to talk or whatever it is you're doing. When you're asked to stand in line in a single file, it's not very difficult. So when we ask you to do something, if you don't do it, the consequences you're going to face in life, but when you don't listen and do what you're supposed to, may put you in a prison because you're adults. And all I ask is stand in line and don't talk, and I can't get that. So from now on, I catch you talking and doing something you're not supposed to be doing, especially after I've given you instructions. You're going to do push-ups and sit-ups all day. Get up when you're going to do push-ups all day. Get up!
This is day 2, and we're at the United States Coast Guard, New York Station.
Today we have some stations set up for you guys. You can see kind of what kind of training we do, what kind of stuff we do on a daily basis. I just want to divide up by colors, and we'll go ahead and we'll get the party started.
Today the Junior Police Academy is here at Coast Guard Station, New York, which is located on Staten Island. They're here to see what kind of things we do on our everyday basis, and we're here to show them the different parts of our job.
Let's double back.
Everybody's giving lookouts, everybody's paying attention. It's good for high school students to learn about the Coast Guard because not a lot of people know what the Coast Guard is or what they do or where they even work at. So it's good in high school to keep your options open.
By having an experience like coming to the U.S. Coast Guard, maybe enlightens them to something that they never knew of and all of a sudden become interested in.
A lot of times on cases we have to go out and take fire pumps to people, so we have them carrying that. They're pretty heavy, so they can kind of see what we have to do as far as carrying pumps to a boat that may be sinking. We have a little bit of firefighting training going on to see how a nozzle feels when it's charged full of water.
Got a lot of pressure. Don't crack it open fast. You got the hose fully open. You're doing figure eight.
It was heavy. It was like pulling me back.
A lot of times in the Coast Guard we have to tie knots at whether you're on a ship or you're at a station like we are now. We're always tying knots. Being a seagoing service, it's one big part of our job. Another one of our stations would be the armory. It has a display of the different type of weapons that we use on a day-to-day basis.
Got an ACOG scope on it.
Very interesting. I find it very interesting myself, so I can imagine what these kids feel.
One of the last stations was the heaving line toss, where we use heaving lines to toss to people maybe in the water. We also can attach them to ropes on a ship to get them across to the pier. So basically all the different stations is showing the guys what we do.
Here, and you let it go, okay?
Coming here firsthand and seeing some of these guys that are involved with the United States Coast Guard, they're also taking college courses while they're at it, and they're in for 6 years. So if they're full-time, when they're done with their 6-year commitment, they have a college degree. So it's a great opportunity, something that I would have pursued had I known. That's the whole thing about this academy. We want to kind of show these guys so they understand that there's other options and avenues that they could take.
The Coast Guard is pretty good. I was thinking about joining and everything because now they told me about everything, about the guns, about the boats.
Today's day 4 in our camp, Junior Police Academy, and what we had is Jersey City Police Department, their bomb squad, and their K-9 unit.
What we want to explain to the kids is how the dogs work in general. So all aspects of it, as far as patrol work, whether it be narcotics, whether it be explosives. This way the kids understand what the dogs are out there to do, what our objectives are, and what we accomplish on the streets. When we go out on bomb calls, what I do is I do secondary devices, or in case we don't know where the explosives are, what I'll do is I'll take the dog out and we'll search for it. Because what he does is he uses his nose, his olfactory senses, to find exactly where the location of the explosives are. I put an explosive out in the room, and then I did a perimeter search of the room, so this way they have an idea how the dog works. His search pattern goes around the room until the point where he locates the explosives and he went into a sit.
The explosive inside the box. I'll actually show you what it is. Anybody know what C4 is? All right, but what it is they have to stick a C4.
They were doing situation setup scenarios, giving them like a little piece of what they do during their day-to-day.
What it is I just want to give them an overall view of what more or less ESU and K-9, and also then Emilio Ramos is in there as far as bomb techs go.
Your job is going to be advanced search. Pretty much what we did was cover how it feels like to be a bomb tech. You're not nervous, are you? The major issue that I see as far as getting to the kids is, letting them experience what we experience. I believe that, when it's hands-on training, they get more out of it. When they're actually cutting the wire or actually doing the x-ray or doing the search of the room, they get more out of it, the group gets more out of it, and everybody will remember and go home and tell their friends that, this is what I did today.
It gives the kids an objective in the future, maybe if they want to be cops. This way they can start figuring out what they want to pursue in life.
You're reaching out to the kids, the future of America, and someday one of those kids are going to be our leader. That's the reason why I do it.
It's a small navy blue box with blinking lights with a battery, and it has a little cross-shaped figure.
I feel in many ways they set the example for others in the city. And not only in the city, wherever they live in the future. Hopefully they stay in our community here and spread the good word and become young adults that are productive and working and involved in the community and future leaders of the community.
They're going to walk away with a lot of information to chew on. I think that this experience this week is going to impact their thinking. We are definitely going to continue with the program. We're always looking for ways to expand it and make it better. So next year's program I think will probably be a little bit better than this year's, and this year's hopefully was a little better than the previous year.
I'd just like to again thank the police department, thank all those that participated, and look forward to getting as many as we possibly can in the future.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.